This will be more useful when I have something to identify. I don't have anything for this at the moment.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh? That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought she handed it to me. "This will keep you safe," she said. "It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet."
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an owl when I have news. Oh.
Hello, Sophronia. That was quite the quiz you gave me. What are you up to now?
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Very helpful of you. I'm actually working on something equally interesting, but need help from a 5th year, so it's good you came along. Are you familiar with Herodiana Byrne? don't answer that. Of course you're not. No one seems to know of her but me. She's only the single greatest Depulso master of all time, even taught at Hogwarts, briefly.
How interesting. I'm amazed I've never heard of her.
It's a travesty she's not more well known. I often read about great witches in my limited free time. There are many. Whilst reading about her, I learned that she built a secret Depulso training room here at Hogwarts. But in typical clever Herodiana fashion, one cannot access it unless one knows Depulso, which of course, third years aren't taught.
And you're a third year, so...
Quick one, aren't you? According to what I've read, her signature outfit may still be there. I would love to see it. Would you get Herodiana's signature outfit and show it to me?
How did Herodiana Byrne become famous by casting Depulso?
She once saved orphans from a wild Graffhorn by banishing it over Stonehenge. That's on Salisbury Plain. She once banished a meddlesome dark wizard all the way to Durmstrang, while she was in the Alps. That one may have been exaggerated, but lots of the stories about her certainly aren't.
What ended up happening to Herodiana Byrne?
In her later years, she taught at Hogwarts, but only for a short while, just long enough to build a secret hall, it appears. Then one day, she just disappeared. Some say she actually banished herself. No one knows for sure.
If you tell me where to go, I'll see what I can do about it.
Simply go to the Hall of Herodiana. It's at the base of the Defense Against the Dark Arts Tower. There, you'll find a series of Depulso puzzles concealing pieces of Herodiana's ensemble.
Very well. I shall let you know if I find anything.
I can't wait to see Herodiana's famous ensemble. Perhaps I'll make myself a copy.
Suppose I should look for that secret hall Sophronia told me about. It does sound interesting.
Poor Susan in those second-hand robes. Looks like her grandmother in them. Smells like her too.
Sharp caught me making faces behind my back.
Italians and a historian's uniform. It was brilliant solving those old treasure maps.
Professor, what did you mean when you said your education wasn't traditional?
I had bet myself a butterbeer you'd be back to ask about that. It seems I've earned myself a trip to the Three Broomsticks. My father insisted rather adamantly that fun had no place when it came to learning. I struggled with his rather Socratic method of teaching, made no progress with even the simplest spells until I made a game of it. As the process itself became a source of joy, I was able to better retain what I was being taught. I realized then how much fun was to be had in learning, and I decided to become a professor so that I may pass that joy along.
I, for one, am glad. I very much enjoy your class.
Delighted to hear. Now, I shall not keep you from your studies, nor time with your fellow students, both of which are invaluable to your education.
Revelio.
Aloha, Mora. Revelio. Revelio.
I can't believe we found ourselves trapped in that scriptorium. Never again. Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against trolls. You know, there is such a thing as trying too hard. Luke and Brattleby must have nearly wet himself when you won every single crossed once battle. Oh, don't do that. That's not necessary.
This must be the entrance to the Hall of Herodiana. Better go inside and find those puzzles. Revelio. Now to see if Herodiana Byrne was as good as Sophronia said she was. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Depulso. Accio. That chest looks interesting. That wasn't too hard. Wonder what's next. Revelio. Depulso. Confringo. Bombarda. Defender. Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso. Descendo. Revelio. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Depulso. Accio. Revelio. I think I'm getting the hang of this now. Just one left. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Accio. Accio! Revelio. Accio. Arresto momentum. Accio. Descendo. Wingardium Leviosa. Reparo. Flipendo. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Flipendo. Arresto momentum. Accio. Revelio. Flipendo. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Revelio. Arresto momentum. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Arresto momentum. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Lumos. Reparo. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Accio. Compulso. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Arresto Momenti. Revelio. Accio. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Accio. Accio.
Lumos. Lumos. Reparo. Wingardium Leviosa. Arresto Momentum.
Accio.
Capulso.
Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Accio.
Stupendo! Accio! Depulso! Accio! Accio! Depulso! Accio! 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 Depulso! Accio. Depulso. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Barbada. Defender. Depulso.
Hello, Samantha. Are you here for Summoner's Court?
I am. I'm actually rather good at it. Used to play all the time with my brother until... Never mind. Shall we begin?
Perhaps another time.
Of course. Another time.
Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
Why would Snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make more money with Snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The golden Snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
Where exactly are these Snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the birds. From what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Revelio.
Hello there.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. Well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me, being self-taught and all.
Lord Gok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Thank you for being willing to help me, Amit.
You are very welcome. I'm looking forward to meeting your friend, Lord Gok.
Lord Gok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of it.
Revelio. A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Revelio. The door is looking at us. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Revelio.
Yes, of course. Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
Revelio.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward. Confringo! Revelio. Revelio.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Accio! Revelio!
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Accio!
Such arrogance.
Revelio! We'll need to get across this gap somehow. Accio! Armit, you'll need to stay close to me. I've dealt with worse enemies than these. Revelio.
Watch your step round here. Oh, could do with a nice mushroom stew about now.
Where are those plans gone? I had schematics in my hand a moment ago. Ranrock is sure to appreciate the extra work we're doing.
Matter of time till Ranrock sets things right.
Before you were born. Not quite.
Bombarda! Intrigo! Descender! Expelliarmus!
I won't rest.
Defender! Expelliarmus!
Can't handle
Bombarda!
it.
Confringo! Defender! Expelliarmus! Protego!
Someone thinks they can outlast me!
That was
Revelio.
a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Armit. You have my word. We're being watched. By a door. Accio! Revelio! We won't get through as long as we can be seen by that eye. Accio! Revelio! I should use disillusionment. That eye won't see a thing. Revelio.
I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see.
Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Revelio. Revelio.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Revelio. Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere. A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Revelio. 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 Petrificus Totalis. Revelio.
fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Revelio. Revelio.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Revelio.
Clever.
Revelio.
I can be used for better things than this.
Revelio.
What am I doing here? This patrol is worthless.
Revelio.
Hello?
Revelio.
The wizards will have no choice but to submit to us.
Revelio. Revelio.
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected. Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Revelio. 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 Reparo. Accio. Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Devil's snare. Nasty
Lumos.
stuff if we're not careful.
Not an entanglement we need right now. Accio. Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos!
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos!
Lumos.
I'll be quiet.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Yes, of course.
Revelio. Petrificus totalis.
Who is it?
Nothing over here.
Petrificus totalis. Revelio.
When the war is over, goblins will rule over wizards at last.
Petrificus totalis. Revelio.
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them I'll meet. Revelio. Revelio.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Revelio.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found. Revelio.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Flipendo. Confringo. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. Can we please talk about what just happened? Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
Revelio. Revelio. They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she She smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Revelio. Oh, here's a pleasant surprise.
Thank you again for delivering those potions to Madame Lawing. Saved me a lot of time and trouble. Hear you found a bit of treasure in the forest. Was never one for adventure myself. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Oh, it's you! What a pleasant surprise. Now, you let me know if there's anything else I can help you with. Now, you let me know if there's anything else I can help you with. No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Welcome. Do let me know if I can be of any assistance at all. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Now, you let me know if there's anything else I can help you with. No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
Revelio.
Thank you for your patronage. It's been a pleasure.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Revelio.
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so preoccupied by all that happened with Ominis in the catacomb, not to mention my uncle's reaction, that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
Revelio. There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
It won't be long now before we find another repository.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Revelio.
Ranrock's loyalists are out for blood.
Petrificus Totalis.
Hello?
Revelio.
The wizards will have no choice but to submit to us. Why am I always on patrol? Don't waste the right skill.
I have a brother who works at Gringotts. Couldn't pay me enough to sit behind a desk all day.
Revelio. Petrificus Totalis. Revelio. Petrificus Totalis. Revelio. Petrificus Totalis.
All of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work.
Revelio. Revelio.
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through or be discreet. Revelio.
Which one I'd choose? I'll be quieter than a jobberknoll.
Revelio.
What I wouldn't give for a cup of mushroom tea. Over it! I know you're here somewhere. Where did they go? Slippery little squid. Pitiful, truly. You almost had a lucky shot.
What an unfortunate day!
Stupefy.
Confringo.
Confringo. Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Defender.
Stupefy! Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Confringo! Confringo! Defender! Stupefy!
You won't get away with that.
Stupefy! Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Protego!
Rebellion is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun. I should tell you.
Revelio.
Rumor is this mine was closed long ago due to an infestation of spiders.
How nice. Nothing I haven't seen before.
That's the spirit. We're making quick progress.
Revelio. For better or for worse, we're in. Revelio.
Those goblins in my family.
Bombarda. Revelio. This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Revelio. I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
Revelio.
Not quiet enough.
Protego. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Stupefy.
Stop it!
Stupefy.
Let's get it.
Bombarda.
Expelliarmus.
Confringo.
Back this way.
Protego.
Lying with.
Defender. Expelliarmus.
How many of Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want. Revelio.
Fringo! That ledge is awfully high. Any ideas?
Revelio. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Must be something around here that can help.
Levioso. Revelio. It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
Revelio. Expelliarmus! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Revelio! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Revelio! Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Revelio.
That bridge has seen better days.
Reparo. Revelio. Flipendo! Accio! Confringo! Confringo! Revelio! Confringo! Revelio! Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Defender! Sendo! Fringo! Expelliarmus! Revelio! Confringo! Revelio!
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's loyalists have all but declared war.
Lumos!
Lumos!
Confringo! Revelio!
You haven't had much of a stew like what my mother used to make. Wouldn't mind a blood shot of Gringotts. Suit me, sitting around all day. Mind you.
Lumos!
Lumos!
What's that best meal you've ever eaten?
Revelio! Depulso!
I didn't touch your health.
Revelio!
Make me the first object of your suspicion. All my friends are now, don't I?
Revelio! Defendo! Expelliarmus! Revelio!
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction at that.
Revelio! We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
How nice of you to stop by.
You won't survive this, my young friend.
Potato! Stupid one!
Let's get it.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Stupid one! Bombarda!
You are postponing the inevitable.
Defender!
Stupid. You are terrible.
Expelliarmus! Stupid one!
How childish.
Potato! Stupid one! Confringo! Bombarda!
You won't get away with that.
You are postponing the inevitable.
Confringo!
Arrogant child.
Stupid one! Expelliarmus! Bombarda!
Back to the bench, your death. Ranrock!
Stupid one! Confringo! Potato! Stupid one!
Get you yet.
Confringo! Stupid one! Expelliarmus! Bombarda! We're not finished yet. Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defender! Bombarda! Potato! Stupid one! Stupid one! Bombarda! Confringo! Defender! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Stupid one! Confringo! Defender! Bombarda! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Defender! Potato! Stupid one! Expelliarmus!
We certainly cleared the room.
You're not a bad chap. For a Slytherin.
For a Ravenclaw, you certainly have a lot to learn.
Accio! Revelio! Accio! Revelio! Confringo!
We can have a look around in peace.
Revelio! Bombarda! Revelio! Confringo! Revelio! Accio!
Symbol.
Wingardium Leviosa! Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it. Revelio!
wouldn't be surprised to find a couple more rune symbols.
Confringo!
Wasn't expecting that.
Revelio. Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd. What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
Revelio. If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft, and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the Keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
Here's are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around. Revelio.
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Marrenweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
Someone who knows Ranrock personally. They asked me not to mention their name to anyone.
A goblin? Tell me I'm wrong. You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
Perhaps your uncle was right about you. You don't know when to stop.
Oh, I do know when to stop. Unbelievable.
Revelio. I hope Professor
I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spintwitches as soon as you can.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. and I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Professor Fig will know what to do. Revelio!
We should speak with Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
I think I know how and where to approach the centaurs about protecting the Snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
Now here's Professor Fig. The Keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the portkey. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more. How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Do you have a moment, Professor? Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
Really? Why can't we talk about potions here? Seems fine to me.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
Greetings! I mean, out of my way, children. If you must speak with me, consult my secretaries or what have you. Now move along.
I thought I heard the headmaster approaching.
Gareth! Mr. Weasley, what are you doing here? Don't you have, somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor, yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago, muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I am watching you, Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes, tells me some of his billywig stings recently went missing. Prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy yourself a skilled potioneer.
What? But, sir, I haven't been anywhere near Honeydukes.
Bah! That's enough from you. Just know that I have eyes and ears everywhere. On your way, Mr. Weasley.
Well, there's one for my diary.
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you haven't.
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes! Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's.
Something is very wrong with Professor Black. Dittany and Boobertuber pus. Moustache paste.
When I witness what passes for magic in these halls, I simply mourn for the future of the wizarding world.
Professor, a word? Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
I should think you'd have better things to do with your time. Now, where's my elf?
Good day, Professor. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better!
Headmaster, and he's coming this way.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me with my, heavy books.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something...
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the Ministry.
Professor? A word, please. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
I realize that, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig. I shall never understand that man.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Professor Black is happy with Scrope's performance as his house elf. There's no doubt in Scrope's mind.
Ahem. Attention, students! I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the elegant banners of Ravenclaw. I shall be taking no questions at this time, or ever. Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
It's purebloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight. Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle. Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Revelio. 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 The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Toujours pure. I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto. Revelio. 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 Depulso. Revelio.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? Revelio. Revelio. That must be the pedestal. Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need is a cloak. In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
This is my chance. I'm coming, Neve. I need to time this just right. I see a staircase straight ahead. Ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there. Best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details.
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom flight a bit more. Miss Ray's is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's lot and Ashwinders infiltrating the place. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right, I think.
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success. Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon. I look forward to our next meeting.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
One never knows when
You're back. Nice to see you again.
My appearance doesn't need the assistance of charms. I've told my son never to raise his wand in anger.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.